In this video, we're going to be using K-Shave Worx, the Elf Den, and the Mergress. Stay tuned. Hey there, folks. Welcome back for another video. I'm your host, CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today, and Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas this morning. Today, we shall celebrate Christmas with a Christmas soap, and I had other Christmas soaps coming, but they didn't arrive on time, so sorry about that. But we did get this one just in the nick of time, and this is the Elf Den by K-Shave Worx, and this can be purchased at the razor company, $9.99 for 2 ounces, or on our cost chart right there, $4.99 per ounce, which is just in the realm of a fair price. This again is a very small 2-ounce pour, very bright scent. The notes on this we'll put right here for you: pine, plum, cranberry, balsam. I expected this to be more, maybe to have more pine. What I get is the plum and cranberry. It's very sweet. It's very bright. I actually like it. I was worried that maybe there'd be too much pine and balsam. I'd actually like it if there were maybe a little more pine and balsam, but you know, what are you going to do? It is a nice scent. And the razor company threw this in with one of my orders, so thank you very much, razor company. If not for them, we would have no Christmas soap this year, courtesy USPS. But anyway, this is really, really nice smelling soap, and we'll use it today to celebrate Christmas. We're also going to be using an old school razor, the old Mergress. Now, the Merker doesn't make them in this fashion with the brass knob. When you get a Merker, it's usually called a Progress. I'll link it below. It is a really good adjustable razor. But Bull Goose Shaving sells these Merker Progress that have been retrofitted with a sort of brass handle or other more durable metals, because some people are afraid of dropping their Merker Progress, and usually this is plastic and breaking it. So the only thing about it is the Mergress is like now $132 at Bull Goose, which is pretty expensive. Would I pay that if I had to do it over? Probably not, because I didn't pay that for this. That's pretty expensive. The regular Merker Progress with the plastic handle is $58, so it's quite a bit more just for putting a brass or piece of metal on the end. Anyway, this is a 2-piece razor. We'll unscrew it at the bottom. Top comes off, and there you see the razor and the top cap. I got a Persona in here today, and we'll put it back on. One of the things to remember about the Merker Progress is there's an arrow on the bottom of the razor, and there's also a mark, which I'll show you. See that little mark right there? That should line up with that triangle. So if you have it the other way around, make sure you always focus to make sure that mark is lined up with the triangle, and then it will be oriented in the proper way. And this is an adjustable razor. The adjustments are down here. And we'll go ahead and turn it up to, I don't know, we'll put it up to 5, let's say today. Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and get started, because we have babbled long enough. Regular 24 hours of growth on this Christmas day. Now today, actually, I'm shooting on Christmas Eve, because I shoot a day ahead, but where you are when you're seeing this will be Christmas Day. So we'll act as if it's actually Christmas Day today. I will be traveling here soon, and we are in store for a white Christmas, because it is supposed to start snowing pretty good today, and we're in for, you know, 5 or 6 inches of snow, maybe Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, maybe another number of inches. Right now it's the morning time when I'm shooting this on Christmas Eve, so no snow yet, but this afternoon, like after 4 p.m., it's supposed to start snowing pretty good. So I actually look forward to the white Christmas. I think it's been a while. Today we're using the Timeless Bowl, and we're using an old classic, the OG Plisson, the old brush of the gods, as we used to call it. And let's mist a little bit more here. Make sure we get some hydration. This was the brush that could, you know, the brush that really changed things, as I've mentioned so many times. I'm not gonna talk about that same thing that I talk about every time I use it, but this is an original Plisson, and the great part about this brush was I had a number of these. I had about 6 or 7 of these original Plissons, and I had a number of them put in custom handles. And for some reason, I didn't keep any of the old original ones. And I actually sold this one on a BST to Chris Garcia. And this year, he sent a package and he sent it back to me, because I had talked about, man, I wish I would have kept one of those original ones. And, you know, just for sentimental reasons. And this was actually my original Plisson brush. And so that's a very, very cool. All right, we've got lathered up here, and today we used a timeless bowl because I'm going to be traveling, so my Captain's Choice is in my travel gear. So let's get going today with the Mergress Progress, which is a very nice adjustable razor. And the way this razor adjusts, it widens that blade gap to give you more blade, and it does a great job. It is a very good razor. You haven't seen people use it as much, or at least I don't think the newer shavers tend to be attracted to some of these old classics, but these, don't sleep on these razors. They still work well, and you don't see them a lot in the hands of particularly new YouTubers, but it's not because they're not good. You know, people are just always attracted to the newest and latest and greatest and so on, but this to me is a classic razor. And it's hung around all this time for a reason. It's good. I know at one time this was Mantic 59's favorite razor. And I know we don't see Mantics much on YouTube anymore. You'll see him on his Sharpologist sort of blog and maybe on Twitter, but a legend in the shaving community, along with, of course, Geo Fat Boy. And this was at one time, I don't know if it still is, but it was his favorite razor. And honestly, still gets the job done. And it can be pretty doggone efficient when you dial it up. So you can keep the settings low and it's not crazy efficient, or dial it up a little bit and get a little more efficiency if you like. The soap, by the way, very bright, working well, no problems, and we wouldn't expect any problems with it, honestly. I thank all of you for joining me today on Christmas, or if you're watching it after Christmas. Again, I'm wishing you all the best. Many, many blessings. Hope you're surrounded by family, loved ones, friends. And if you're not, hey, I got about 1,600 videos you can watch. So go to the old Eye Leather channels. There are about 900 there, and who knows how many on this one. So I'll keep you company. And as I'm fond of saying, God willing, I'll be keeping you company for many years to come. Because certainly this year has, as I mentioned yesterday, rekindled my joy for the hobby. And it's been a really, in terms of hobby, it's been a wonderful year. We've made so many great new friends and so many new great viewers, and you know, we've encountered our fair share of shysters too. I mean, don't get me wrong. But you know, that's the thing about shysters, they eventually let you know who they are, you know, and so then you can move on and life goes on. That's okay. But by and large, it's been a very wonderful year in terms of the hobby. Personally, it's been a little tough, and just the other day, my nephew was readmitted, who has cancer. He's 6 years old, was readmitted to the hospital. He was in tremendous pain, and there's just nothing worse than a child that's in pain. He did finally get out after a couple of days, so we're thankful for that. And also my cousin had taken my aunt for a heart valve replacement, and she's a healthcare worker. She had tested for the Rona in advance of taking her mother for that procedure. And then right after they got back, they found that she had the Rona. And so we were very concerned that since she transported my aunt, her mother, to for that procedure, that my aunt might get the Rona. She's 83 years old, but fortunately I have not heard that she's been affected. So we're just so thankful for that. That is really a blessing. So we hope that will continue that way, and we hope that you all will stay safe as well. It's been a tough year for many, I'm not gonna lie. Hobbyist-wise, or hobby-wise, it's been fantastic, really. Personally, it's been a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. But we continue plugging away, and really making these videos, enjoying it is part of the thing that really keeps me going and keeps me grounded. So I thank you so much for sticking around. And I really want to thank those of you who have been good friends this year, and you know, because it has been tough at times, and you know, when I've needed support, some of you really stepped up in a big way, and just lended an ear and had a kind word to say, and realized that I was going through a tough time. So thanks to all of you. I really appreciate that. Sometimes you just have to listen to people and sort of put your finger to the wind and see how things are going, and that they're going through a tough time. And when that happens, that's your opportunity to be a blessing, And some people rise to that occasion and some people don't, And I will say, I myself have missed on those opportunities in the past. And that's why I say it. It's not to be critical of other people. It's to say, I know there have been times past when I have missed those opportunities to be a blessing to people. And that's why I have spoken of it several times this year, because I'm so grateful for people doing that for me. And so I try to do the same thing as much as I can, to give good advice, to lend an ear, to understand that sometimes you're just there to listen and be a friend, and maybe your thoughts on every single issue aren't that important at that moment. You listen, and you try to be encouraging and try to be a blessing. And that's what it's what being a friend is. Sometimes you don't say things that's on your mind that's liable to get people riled up, or you just take a pass on an argument, And again, I speak from experience of having sometimes not really being as much of a blessing as I could be to folks. And I regret that, quite frankly. And so that's why I encourage everybody, understand that a lot of people are going through difficult times, and try to be there for them if you can. But today, it's Christmas, so I really hope you're having a great Christmas. And I hope that your family has been blessed with good health, and that's really all that matters when it comes down to it. If you have a relatively healthy family and you yourself have relatively good health, then anything is possible. If you have those things. So just be grateful if you can. And I'm looking forward to spending a little time with family, and we know there's some risk involved. We're all trying to be as careful as we possibly can. We also know that, there's a possibility some folks may not be with us next year. So we want to take advantage of those opportunities, and we'll just be as careful as we can, and hope and pray for the best. And I hope you're doing the same. And I really want to thank you. It has really meant the world this year. This hobby has been really a salvation for me, in light of all the things we've had to deal with and sort of been stuck at home a lot. It's really been fantastic, and a place to come in and have fun and vent and make friends and spread the joy of, traditional shaving, which I really enjoy so much. And honestly, even when I wasn't making videos, I always shave every day. I just enjoy it so much. And that's why I've been doing it all this time, these videos, and made so many, just because it's enjoyable. And anything that you enjoy, that's not harmful, hey, do it as much as you can and try to get the most out of it. Okay, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And we are back with the Magic Made by Witches. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel. And again, I remind you the products used in this video, or at least the ones you can get, I shall link below. I sprayed myself right in the eye there with the Thayer's, which is never a good thing, but fortunately, no big deal. And I almost knocked something over there. I'm just getting a little clumsy all of a sudden. But that was a very, very nice shave with the Elf Den. I think sweet. For me, this was more plum and cranberry. Very sweet. Scent strength, pretty stout. I would say this is definitely above medium into a strongly scented soap, but the light side of strong, let's put it. So towards medium, but a little over, let's call it. I really enjoyed it. The classic Mergress, which is just a modified Merker Progress. Again, this version available at Bull Goose, $132. Kind of pricey. I don't know if I pay it, to be honest. But the regular Merker Progress is about $58 on Amazon. I'll link that below. We used the old Plisson. Thank you, Chris Garcia, for sending that one home, our timeless bowl. And we shall finish off today with Davidoff Cool Water, which Doesn't smell anything like the Elf Den at all. I just got it on Amazon, so I wanted to try it because I like the fragrance, and that's really all there is to it. Let's just put our finger over, because I don't know what type of restrictor we have, and slap it on, and we'll be off to the races, and we'll be enjoying a very wonderful Christmas. And I hope wherever you are, that you're having a fantastic Christmas with loved ones. Wishing you many blessings, wishing you good health, and remember, try to be a blessing when the opportunity presents itself. I've missed on that a couple of times this year. I'll work to do better next year. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and Merry Christmas.